Okay, so there's probably no one in here currently because no one knew this live stream was going to be happening. So I'm just gonna give you all a few seconds to start rolling in, and I think I'm going to also announce on the Instagram that I am live. So let me post my first story of the day, announcing to the peeps, to the salty peeps. Hey, salty pecans, currently live streaming, so join me on YouTube. Hi! Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and post this on Instagram, and then I'm gonna just get right back to you all. Live streaming now. Join me. Okay, so I've gone ahead and hi D99GT. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce your YouTube screen name, but hi, welcome. Welcome to this Thursday's live stream. I know it's very impromptu, but uh, I had to do a live stream. I had other things that I needed to get done today, but no matter the time, I needed to just come out here and um do my live stream. So y'all, I had to get my nails done because they chipped, and I don't want to like keep messing with it because okay, I'm not gonna think about it. uh I just went to get it fixed and it's not fixed, so now I'm annoyed. Okay, so there's a couple of my salty peeps currently here. Let's see, Tiffany said hi. Let me go on the chat because looking at my screen, they disappear after just like a second. So let me go ahead and go on YouTube and pull up the chat this way so we can do our thing. Okay. Alright. Okay, so first thing first is the the prop box. So let's show you all how the Perlite propagation box is doing. So we are about week 3, fully like a full 3 weeks of it being in here, but technically almost a month since I started the propagation box, the Perlite prop box, and I'm very happy to announce just the insane amount of growth that has occurred in just a matter of a week. Last week I have updated you all with the growth in here, and this week there's just even wilder growth. So if you remembered when I showed the Rhaphidophora decursiva, this thing, it had just like a yellowing leaf. Let me see, do I have that yellow leaf here in the trash? I'm just sifting to see if, let me just check my trash bag. Alright, found it. No. Yep, I found it. Okay. So this was the Rhaphidophora decursiva leaf. This was just attached to here, and I chopped it up this morning because it was starting to create some sort of little bacteria growth that I did not want in my medium, so I just chopped the leaf off because it doesn't matter, it's not a viable leaf, it's already yellowing and browning. So last week, if you remembered, I was forcing you all to look at the new growth that was happening, but now the new growth is very apparent. So if you look at all of these little sprouts, essentially, so this is a sprout, new growth point, that's 2, 3 new growth point, 4 new growth points, and if I turn it over, there's a 5th new growth point and a 6th new growth point. So There are 6 new growth points going on currently in this plant, and well, 7. There's another one in here. So let me count how many. Essentially, every indentation is a node, and nodes are where new growth forms. So if I count, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 essentially plants inside of this node. And when I count new growth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 new growth points out of 8. And the 8th one technically would be this one. So each node has pushed out a new growth point inside of the perlite box, which I'm really excited and really happy about. To mention also, though, there have not been any root growth, but I'm not too just like pressed that there are no roots yet, because the plant is happy it's receiving the nutrient it wants to receive, because it is exhibiting new growth, multiple new growth, 7 new growth points to be exact. Wow, that took forever for me to say. All right, so that is Rhaphidophora decursiva cutting piece 1. The second Rhaphidophora decursiva cutting is the top cutting of it, and there has not been any new growth sprouting in this one yet, but the leaf is still doing its thing. It's not pruny, it's not wrinkled, it's just not doing anything yet, so that's fine. As long as you don't see a decline, especially in your plants when you're rooting them, that's okay if you don't see like immediate growth. Again, if you see a decline, if you're not seeing decline, that's a good thing. If you're not seeing new growth and you're not seeing decline, that's a good thing. If you're seeing decline and no growth, that's a bad thing. So keep that in mind also when you are chopping and rooting. What I went ahead and done off screen last week was chop up my, I think this is my philodendron bipennifolium. So I did give this plant a chop, and I chopped it up into 2 pieces. So this is currently rooting, and there's a new leaf that's trying to like form and pop out. The roots, there hasn't been much root growth, but again, I think I only had this in here for about 1 to 2 days, full days. So I don't expect any new growth or root growth just yet, but this is the philodendron bipennifolium inside of here. Last week I mentioned the micans, and when I tell you the micans have just gone crazy, they're really happy. The micans are really happy. This was just a wet stick essentially when I placed it in here, and this is roots that have grown, and this is also roots that have grown, and it has also decided to push out new growth. So this is a new leaf forming. The next one is a Adansonii, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I did put in here last week. So look at the roots. Really happy. Really happy. This Adansonii has not given me any new growth yet. So this is a salty pecan. So a Monstera siltepecana, and this one, the aerial root is starting to burst a bit, and the roots are starting to form from the aerial root. It's very fuzzy. It's hard to show you all, but it's very fuzzy. So that's only 1 week's worth of growth. Similar to this, the aerial root is starting to break. So the brown is breaking, and the white fuzz is starting to form around the aerial root. This is another salty pecan, and as you can see, the brown has fully like broke, and all you see is the white roots forming from that. So this is a happy Siltepecana. So to mention, every plant that I'm showing you has either been inside of here under 3 weeks maximum. So to show you how easily these plants are rooting in perlite, I'm really surprised. I'm really happy at the root growth that these plants are exhibiting. More roots. This one has so much roots. We're almost done. The only ones that are left are just a few little wet sticks. So to show you the wet sticks, I forgot what wet stick this is, but there has not been any movement on this one. This wet stick, I believe, is another Adansonii. No movement. Well, I lied. There actually is movement. The brown is starting to burst, and you're getting the white fuzz around it. This one's similar, and no movement on this one yet. Happily, though, happy, very happy, the string of turtles have also rooted. So where you see my nail, the orange, oh, lol, the orange is where there's new growth, roots, and new growth happening. So the string of turtles are rooting really well. So there's two roots here too. And this one has a few roots also. Loving it. And this turtle has roots also. I'm really happy to come with these news that these plants are in such a little container. They're doing really, really well. The sad news, which was the original reason for me to create this propagation box, the perlite propagation box, is for my variegated string of hearts. None of them have survived this situation. So again, everything I've tried for variegated strings of hearts fail. I tried moss, did not work. I tried soil, did not work. I tried perlite, did not work. Butterfly method did not work. Water did not work. Full strings in water did not work. Full strings in moss did not work. Full strings in perlite did not work. Butterfly method in all those mediums did not work. So I am going to again try yet again to try and root some strings. So let me actually do that now again, because I'm happy with the success of the more foliage sort of plants, but the string of hearts are just not cooperating, and I'm not understanding why. So let's go ahead and cut. I just went ahead and just cut another piece, right? So let's do this. We're going to remove any excess and bloop, oh, remove excess internodes, and then just chop this one into here. Excess internode. Bloop. Excess internode, remove that, chop that into here. And this one I'm going to leave it like this because I don't need to have a new growth trying to establish roots. It already has an established like system right here, so I'll just let that chill. All right, so there are let me get the scissor out of my hand. There are one in here. Okay, that's one. Here's the second variegated strings of hearts. I'm going to try this one more time. Butterfly method. Third one in here. Okay, just do your thing. Cool. Fourth one here. Boom. Fifth one also is this one. Boom. Okay. So there are 5 in here. So wish me luck, everyone. We're going to try this again one more time. We're going to try it one more time. One more time. Okay. And I'm putting everything back. Putting everything back so they can continue to root. I don't like that I have to disturb the babies, but we're doing it as an experiment as a family, so I have to disturb them. Yeah, so I am gonna have to repot, well, not repot, but soon I'm gonna have to pot up the micans because they're fully rooted, and now in a weird way I feel like they're taking up space that does not need to be taken up. So we're gonna have to pot up the micans, the Adansonii, and it's also great that the weather is warming up, which means that I can probably do another live stream giveaway with some of the babies that are rooted. So for anyone who understands the purpose of a lot of these cuttings and why I am doing these, aside from experimenting, it's also to have plants ready for you all when I do my live stream giveaways, because that's what I prefer to do, live stream giveaways for now, until the point where I'm doing the giveaway to grow my channel or grow the pages. But for the most part, I like to do my giveaways in a smaller setting because it's more intimate and it's easier for you all to win when it's a smaller pool of people that you're competing to win against. And also, a lot of the questions I do ask, they're more for the regular viewers because they are a lot of the times questions about you all versus questions about me, because you know things about me, but do you know things about each other? So that is the Perlite prop box update. I am now going to be speaking about the Zamioculcas zamifolia, the ZZ plant, and the fact that a couple of weeks ago I was randomly watering it and I'm like, hold on, what is this weird protrusion? Like, what is this weird thing? Like, this does not look like new growth. It does not look like a normal stem, a normal ZZ new growth that is popping up. And upon further and closer inspection, I realized that it was a flower. I did not know ZZ ravens flowered. But then I had one of my salty peeps, Victor, just like message me, and they're like, well, Pam, how would the plant continue to grow like in the wild if they don't flower or they don't seed? And I'm like, I did not think that far of ahead. I really completely forget that even though you see a fiddle leaf fig tree, a Ficus lyrata, it creates the, you know, the fruit. It's a fruiting plant. But we don't really see them fruit or flower in the homes. Like, there are common plants like Hoyas that we know. Hoyas flower. Yeah. We all know that. You know, we know that aloes flower. I didn't know that until my own aloe flowered. And I'm like, aloe vera flowers? I did not know that. So, enough with the rambling. Let me just show you all what I'm talking about. So, usually this is what the new growth of a ZZ plant looks like, right? You're like, oh, all right, it looks like a little vibrant. And, you know, it's like, oh, all right, cool. No. Ugh. So, this is the leaf that was growing and it was much smaller, and it's currently on the floor right now. And as you can see, this is how tall it is, touching the floor. And the new growth has not even unfurled yet. So this thing has you know, it has ways to go. If I stand up, this is how tall it is. Okay, my boobs. Okay, this is how tall this ZZ plant is alone, and it has ways to go. So I'm like, okay, well, I know this is no growth, but what is this? Look, y'all. It's growing from like the same sheath as the stem, the regular ZZ, and it shares the same little home, the flower. But this is the flower of a, oh, sorry y'all, it keeps knocking itself down. This is the flower of the ZZ raven. I mean, not the raven, just the regular Zamiococcus, Zamiofolia. Oops, I just broke that. Is that not so amazing? The reality of live streaming. Oh my gosh, I can't do this. One hand, I can't do this, y'all. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Oh no. Oh no. All right. Flower. So that is so cool. This looks very similar to the flowers of like Aglaonemas, similar to Dieffenbachia flowers. So this is just so cool that ZZ plants do that. Let me check the comments and see what you all are chatting about. Did I just zoom myself into here? Oh my god. My bad, y'all. Let's see the comments. All right. I said hi to D99GT. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Felix. Hi, Krista. Hi, Ziana. Hi, Green Mabel. Hi, Elwoods. Hi, Kataria. Hi, Arlisa. Welcome, welcome, Salty Peeps. Welcome. Hi, Ruth. Ruth, you made it. You made a live stream, Ruth. Ruth is in the building. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, Elwoods is here. If everyone, well, if you don't know, Elwoods is actually my cousin. He has finally started a YouTube page. If you've seen some of like my Pocky Challenge videos or my like Never Have I Ever Plant Edition video, or this little series that I started called Mend My Broken Plants, that is where you can, you know, see Elwoods, this little chocolate man, all right? Little chocolate man. Check my cousin out on YouTube and on Instagram, Elwoods. Yeah. So, other than that, oh, speaking of jewel orchids, this is my jewel orchid. Beautiful plant. Can I tell you, this is such a neglect resistant, neglect tolerant plant. If you follow me on Instagram, or if you've watched the videos that I've mentioned this before, I'm a very lackadaisical plant parent. I like my plants to deal with the environment that I'm giving it, deal with the conditions I'm, you know, enforcing on it, and just letting it be. If it wants to die, it wants to die. This is a plant that I forget to water in the dead of summer for like 2-3 weeks, and it just chooses to push out new growth. It's flowered also for me. It's such an amazing plant. Definitely a jewel orchid you need in your collection. But other than that, ooh, my string of hearts that I opened last week, the Silver Glory, is doing really good. It's pushing out new growth, so I'm super happy about that. I might try to prop it in the Perlite, but I'm going to let the plant grow a bit more before I unsuccessfully murder it. But Salty Peeps, we are going to start to unwind and end the video reel and the live stream, because you know how I feel about long live streams. I'm trying not to keep them long for the re-upload process, because YouTube does not respect my videos. Okay, so if you haven't already done so, go ahead and thumbs this video up, thumbs this live stream up, and keep an eye out this weekend for some awesome videos that I'm going to finish editing and have up for you all. I believe I'm going to try to have it up either Saturday or Sunday, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll see what I uploaded for. But also check me in this video, if you can, in the comment section, not in the live chat box, if you could put down some video suggestions that you want me to film, because I'm not having like writer's block, but I have some things written down, but I also want your suggestions on things that you would want me to post, video ideas that you want to see me film, or questions that you have. Leave them in the question box in the comment section, not the chat box, because once the live stream ends, anything that you put in the chat box disappears. So if you leave it in the regular comment box, then it stays permanently, but anything in the chat box disappears. So again, leave any suggestions or ideas that you want me to look into, and if I am able to do it, definitely, your girl is going to film it and put it out for you all. Follow me on Instagram. And before I go, so I recently did a live stream on YouTube. It was a coffee talk with Davita. She's the owner of Plant Mama on Instagram. So we were talking about just my process in video making and how like I struggle with my laptop. And I have a very old MacBook, y'all. Let me just show you. I can't knock it. My baby does the work, but this is like a 2011 MacBook version or a 2012 MacBook. So essentially 9-10 years old now. So it's seen better days. It's very slow. But rendering my videos takes forever. Editing videos takes forever. It's just a very slow process, and my computer crashes a lot. So being able to put out content is a struggle. So they decided that I should create like a GoFundMe where, to help fund and raise moolah for me to get a new laptop. So I am going to be looking into creating that, because if they're willing to help, why not? Because it's a struggle out here, and if it takes a community, it takes a community, and I gotta stop being too humble. I gotta be okay with accepting, help. I can't be too humble. My thing to them was just like, I don't ever want to ask anyone for anything, or, be like, oh, I need this or that, because I always want to be the one to say I got something for myself. But the way they explained it, I'm like, okay, you know what? It's not me asking. It's just, if people want to give Gorilla Glue Girl $25,000 because she glued nonsense on her head, then I need to be humble, okay, and not be too humble, and just be accepting of it. So anyways, I am going to be creating that. So hopefully next week I will have the link ready for the Salty Peeps and friends of Salty Peeps and enemies of Salty Peeps, because your haters be your biggest supporters. Okay, maybe your haters, supporters. So let's check the commentos. Yes, Ruth, I did watch the video. I actually watched the video about the variegated deliciosa, and thank you, because I actually learned a lot of stuff from that. So with that being said, Salty Peeps, I hope you were as fascinated as I was with finding out that ZZ plants flower, and also fascinated with the amazing new growth that my Perlite prop box has been just allowing these plants to push out. I am going to make the Hoya Perlite box, but I think I'm going to add other plants into that Perlite box too. But I think I want to like propagate my Mauna Loa, definitely, like I mentioned, the Broguette Polynura, to name a few, maybe my Serpens, and yeah, see how those are going to do in the Perlite prop box. So yes, thank you again, my Salty Peeps. I love you all so much. Krista said a lot of plants YouTubers straight up ask for money. Yeah, they do. and they get it. So, my loves, thank you again. I will see you next Thursday. I'm going to again try to make these a every Thursday thing. Today I had other things to run, but keep an eye out like Thursday evenings between like 5:30 and like 8. Keep an eye out for just the live stream notifications because, you know, God willing, I'm able to make every Thursday live stream for you all. So again, let's get growing, my salty peeps. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thumbs this video up if you're still here and you have not. Share, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Let's get growing. Mwah. And again, leave in the comment section any video suggestions or anything you would want me to film, any ideas that you think I should look into, and I will see you all in the next video, okay? Bye! Let's get growing!